of the best running events in the Philippines, the Ayala Philippine Marathon. I ran the half marathon distance, and in this video, I'm breaking down my entire race experience. The course, the crowd, the vibes, and why this might be one of the best races you can do in the Philippines right now. Let's get started. I had a really smooth experience with the race kit pickup at 1 Ayala. From start to finish, it only took me about 10 minutes to claim my singlet and race bib, which is honestly impressive for an event of this size. Everything was seamless, it wasn't crowded, the venue was comfortable since it's inside a mall, and there were clearly designated lines per race category, so the whole process felt organized and efficient. When I checked the singlet, I was pleasantly surprised. Based on the recent running events I've joined, I'd say this is easily one of the better race singlets in terms of material and overall design. There weren't a lot of vendors at the expo, but the brands present were solid and very running focused, including Hoka, Anda Sports, and Puma. I even got to test the new Puma Deviate Nitro 4, and of course, I lined up for some freebies at the Hoka booth. Overall, I'd give it an A for the pre-race experience. It's a hassle-free and fast experience. Race singlet quality is one of the best. I'm happy to say this was a solid race experience for the half marathon. And based on feedback from other runners, the majority also had a great time, whether they tackled the full 42K or went for the shorter 5K and 10K distances. It's actually been more than a decade since I last ran through some of these roads, especially the stretch connecting Ayala to BGC. So it felt nostalgic, but also refreshing to experience these routes again in a race setting. This isn't a flat course, it's more of a rolling profile, with roughly 130 meters of elevation gain for the 21K category. Challenging enough to keep things interesting but still manageable if you pace it properly. The roads were very well lit and safety was a clear priority. There were race marshals all throughout the course, plus police and BGT security personnel stationed at key points. Hydration wasn't an issue either. Water stations were fully stocked and there was even a dedicated Gatorade station to help with electrolytes. Course markers were clear and visible, so you know exactly how far you'd run. If I had to point out one small downside, it's the course distance seems slightly off by a few hundred meters. Something I noticed and a few other runners mentioned as well. Not a deal breaker, but definitely something worth refining for future editions. Overall, I'll give it an A-. It was a well-executed race and a very enjoyable running experience. Let's talk about the post-race experience of the inaugural Ayala Philippine Marathon 2026 because this is where a race ends strong or falls flat. First, the medal. You receive it immediately upon crossing the finish line, which I always appreciate. No delays, no confusion. And honestly, it's one of the better designed medals I've received, even for the 21K category. The finisher's shirt is also impressive. High quality fabric, breathable and well fitted. Not oversized, not awkwardly cut. It's something you can realistically use for future training sessions or workouts, not just a souvenir that stays in the closet. And for me, the icing on the cake is the inclusion of a finisher's towel. It's not just a thin giveaway. It's good quality, genuinely useful, especially right after a long effort in our humid conditions. Small detail, but it elevates the entire post-race experience. The race village is amazing as well. It was well organized and easy to navigate, even with the volume of runners finishing at different times. Another noteworthy mention are the race results and the race photos. Race results came out the same day, which is a big plus for me. That's super efficient. Same with the race photos. Not only that it's free, there were a lot of shots from official race photographers and it's easy to find your photos using the website provided. Just a nice touch to this already amazing race experience. Overall, I give the post-race experience an A+. It felt polished for an inaugural event. From the medal, to the finisher gear, to the race village flow, it capped off the race in a satisfying way. And that's exactly how a marathon experience should end. How about you? Did you run the Ayala Philippine Marathon? Personally, I love it and I highly recommend it, especially if you're looking to run a full marathon around February. Let us know in the comments below about your experience and if you like it or not. Thanks for watching and please like and subscribe for more running and triathlon videos. See you on the next race.